stop. Where's your unlock at? Right here? Okay. Is that unlocked or is that locked? Okay, step out, sir. Place your hands on top of the car. Here, hold this.
You're gonna have to put it in park.
Sir, put the car in park.
You're stopping me because you said I had a light, which is not against the law. There's no crime being.
Brake light out, sir.
Yeah, and that's not a crime at all.
Sir, either put your.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle because you dealt with us guys. Now listen how you.
All right, put your car in park.
Sir, you're asking me to do something because you're saying that I'm breaking the law by having. Is that what you're saying?
Dude, put the car
Okay.
in park.
Go ahead, you can put it in park, just like you just unlocked my door.
Put the car in the park, sir.
And if you touch me, you're illegally detaining me because there's no crime being committed.
Motor vehicle code violation.
Motor vehicle code violation.
I'll get it to you in a second.
Can I see your badge number, sir?
My badge is 3737 now. Please put the car in park.
Peterson 4803. And you said you're. And you said you're.
There's two ways to go, man. Either you put the car
Right
in
now,
park,
you're
because
violating my rights.
Off and my foot gets run over. There's a problem. Please put it
Because you just unlawfully unlocked my door, and you're asking me to do something you should do because right now you're in violations of my rights.
I'm not reaching into your car because I don't want you taking off on me.
I'm not going to take off. I'm stopped, officer.
Yeah, I need you to put the car in park.
Now, can I get your badge number
I gave
again?
it to you. It's
I don't see it. I don't see it.
3737. Now, please turn.
And your name?
Dude, we're not doing this. Where's your
right
car
here.
at? Where? I can't see it.
Right here.
I swear to God, you drive away with me.
I'm not going. Listen, I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, look,
you have my ID.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about it.
Hold on. Why don't you want to put it in park?
Because you're asking me. You stopped me. Hold on. He asked me a question.
No, yeah.
I'm about to answer it. Listen, because if you look on there, you're not even supposed to be detaining me right now.
Bro, this has nothing to do.
Right
This is a
now.
moonish thing.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's not a driver's license.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying. You're saying.
Bro.
Just put the car in frickin' park. These Moorish sovereigns love making things worse. He is pulling you over for a busted taillight or whatever the case is, and you're clearly about to make things worse because y'all swear officers have no jurisdiction and yada yada yada. Just put the car in park before you make this situation far worse than it has to be.
I got a question.
Put the car in
Go
park.
ahead.
What is this? I'm
What is what?
curious. So what is this?
This is my identification.
No, it's not. No, he's a sovereign citizen.
Now you see, this Moorish gentleman gave the officer a Moorish nationality card. And you heard what they said. They said that that card is not a driver's license. I don't know why these Moorish sovereign citizens love giving officers their nationality card when being pulled over. Your Moorish nationality card is not a driver's license. What is wrong with you fools?
Put the car in park.
You can put it in park because right now you're
I'm
violating.
not reaching into your car and putting your car in park. Put it in park.
You stopped me. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm curious. Explain to me what this is.
So now you're asking me to teach you your law.
No,
No,
stop
I'm asking
playing
you
with
to
this,
explain.
dude.
No, it's not a. Listen, it's being taped for a reason. You're being
No, and I get that, and that's
you're
fine. I need you to
being
put this car in
frustrated.
park. No,
Listen,
because I don't want you running me over.
I'm
And also,
not going
man,
anywhere.
dude,
You're
if your foot slips off that brake and I
he's
get ran
being
over,
upset.
put this car
He's
in
being
park.
upset because he's saying that I have an infraction,
No,
which
Sean,
is not a,
Sean, his car is getting.
which is not against the law. Listen, it's not against the law. It's not a crime.
It is.
You're taking it personal.
No, we have a directive
You're
for a livestock program. If you don't have a driver's license in the state of Pennsylvania,
you're taking it personal.
You've already admitted that you've complained about our Moorish nationality to IAB.
And you're being discriminative,
And
it's going.
You are.
Listen, go ahead.
My name and badge number. My name is Murphy. Badge number is 3539.
Murphy.
So I'm not accepting your jurisdiction. You touch me, you're kidnapping. You touch me, you're kidnapping.
Thank you.
No problem.
Get out of the vehicle.
Man.
I'm letting you know.
Get out of the vehicle. Please.
Whoa, that was the squeakiest car door that I've ever heard.
You're on top of the car.
You're kidnapping. Yep, taping. Yes, because he's stopping me. And
This is an illegal kidnapping,
Put your hands on the car.
an illegal search.
Sir. Sir. You're questioning. Listen, am I supposed to teach you something? So
You have a
now you're
weapon
trying
on
to
you?
intimidate. Not at all. No, you're sick of.
Come to the back of the vehicle. Take a seat on it.
No, I'm not above the law, but you're a policy enforcement.
That we're doing something wrong because you're a different color than me, right? No. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Okay.
He knows exactly
So,
what I'm saying.
no.
He knows exactly.
You don't.
I'm curious
They don't.
because you stopped me for what? A violation. What's your name?
Numerous motor vehicles.
Yes, it is. Where's your date of birth? 9976, sir.
And you have to have a driver's license in the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Philadelphia.
And if you look
See,
at
it's first class, actually.
It's basically showing you exactly what. I'm not even supposed to do the
You
thing.
need a driver's license.
Okay.
Just make sure you get
Philly's finest.
Hey,
Get the car. Because every hour I'm out, this is going on the pad. Like, look at Philadelphia. Why am I being detained and checked? Because I have a tail light out. That is not a violation. How you know if I'm not on my way there? But no, because he's frustrated, he wanted to try to detain me, which is kidnapping, which is kidnapping. Unlawful.
Like a solid city. No, it's not.
So it's not because you're contracted with the city of Philadelphia. I'm not. This is
There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. Hey, what's that? Hi. What's up? Hey. Hi. Go ahead. Keep going.
You said there was an infraction, which is not a violation. It's not a crime vehicle. That has no reason for me to be pulled to detain. Sir, you need to get that fixed. Okay. The next time we catch you, here's a ticket or a citation. But this is like the fourth time I've been stopped. They run my license, they run everything, and I'm good to go. But because we took it personal, he wants to direct me to take my car and my vehicle. Okay. All right. Just remember, you chose to take it. Okay. Okay. Because it's a death trap.
No, because you don't have a license.
No,
That's not even recognized in the
because
state.
you're taking it personal and you're violating my rights because you're saying I'm trying to be
No,
difficult.
it's not. Under
And
the
I'm
city,
telling you,
the law
you're going to
in the
buy me
state-
4 of these. Okay.
Read a book. Read a law book. in the
No,
state.
how about what you need to do is you need to read up on the Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah, that you took an
You know,
oath to
each
what?
individual state upholds also. Let me learn you something. Let me learn you something. Hold on.
Let me explain something to you about your
Hold on, let me
your
learn something.
domestic
Each individual
policy.
state in the United States has
your
their own
policy-
constitution
your
as well.
policy has been
They
destroyed and demolished.
they
You
can
have no authority.
the
sir.
state's
You have
constitution
no
can
authority.
make laws that
You know
are
what
higher
the
than the
Pope
U.S.
is?
Constitution.
You know what the Pope is? You know what the Pope
What the
is?
Pope- the Pope doesn't have- the Pope has nothing to do.
Exactly. He
Nothing.
came to collect from
So
the debt that you
this
guys
state,
have created.
the way you're
and
you don't
the
have a
fact
license.
that you guys
You record
are
all
not-
this, man.
Yes, I am.
And you put it on YouTube and how
It's not-
ridiculous both of you look.
How
don't know
both
any
of us,
back then.
both of us.
Because you don't know anything.
No, this is Philly's
remember,
finest.
Because we
3-5.
know what we're talking about.
I got it.
Our YouTube
Okay.
viewers.
Keep it going.
Okay, so this Moorish sovereign is trying to sit here and debate law with these officers. He's saying that they illegally pulled him over for a taillight. And he's upset because they wouldn't accept his nationality card as a driver's license, and he's wondering why they're pulling him out of his car. Sir, you need a valid driver's license to drive. So when the officers pulled you over and they came and asked you for a driver's license and you didn't have one and you gave them your nationality card, that is now probable cause to pull your Moorish behind out of the car because you are driving without a valid driver's license. get it through your head. A Moorish nationality card is not a driver's license.
And I'm not accepting any contracts because I don't contract with the United States. You ever heard of peace treaty? You're under law. You're supposed to protect and serve. Honor, service, integrity. And that's exactly what you're actually distributing. Honor, service, and integrity. Why? Like that's not right. What did I do? What is the crime being committed? Seriously, when you sit back at home time, what is the crime being committed?
His feelings was hurt.
This young man, officer, felt what? Threatened? Because he violated my right to be a citizen? He said it. I'm a sovereign citizen, which means I have a right to travel. Huh? I have a right to travel. I'm not under this jurisdiction. That's why I gave him the free card. That's why I did it free. So now you want to make it difficult? That's what. Did you get this?
Yes, I got the car numbers. Oh, there's a third car.
These Moorish sovereign citizens act as if them pulling their phone out is supposed to intimidate the cops. And the moment they pull their phones out, the cops are supposed to be like, you know what, okay, just forget it. You guys can go about your way. No, that is not how things work. They don't care if you film. They don't care because they're upholding the law. You guys are riding around without driver's licenses, and that's it. You have to answer to that. Bottom line.
Who's the white person? I mean, because we got three stripes. That makes me know. Hey, get this one badge number
24/7. Did you get his name?
For the sergeant?
No, I got his name.
Can I get the badge number?
2470.
Get his card number too.
Okay.
Car is registered. It has tags.
Not worried about the car, man.
Yeah, you're worried about the fact that I know what I'm talking about, and you're taking it personal.
Listen, hear me out. No, I'm not taking it personal. This is the thing that you need to know. When you have a Pennsylvania state ID, which is a license, which you do,
And I'm not accepting the contract. I have a right to travel.
Sorry,
gotta understand
on your
that.
feet if you don't have a license. But you
Yeah.
do, which you
Let
didn't
me
start
explain
off
to
with.
you.
So
If you read the
let us finish up our paperwork,
you
right?
ain't doing it, and
Let us
I'm
finish up our
charging you.
paperwork, and then you'll
The
be out of
meter
here.
is going up.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know that.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay.
Things done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Please take your time.
So the officer pulled us over, and now he's currently detaining us because he has a personal issue with the fact that we are sovereign citizens. He's stated himself that he complained to IAB about us people. So,
Us people. That's how you refer
Us
to
people.
Us people. Remember your wording, sir. Us people. This is still
but it's
defining
not a racial issue.
us people.
It's not a racial issue. The issue is between normal citizens and you foolish sovereign citizens. Okay? You guys are Moorish sovereign citizens, and there are other sovereign citizens who don't look like you, and the officers have issues with them as well. So it is not a racial issue. The issue is the fact that you guys are sovereign citizens and think that the country and the laws don't apply to you. That is the issue.
Us people.
He's
Wow.
so sick of us people.
So sick of us.
Sir, you can take a seat back in your vehicle.
Sir, I'm gonna stand right here because I was.
No, sir, I'm telling you to sit back in
You're
your
not
vehicle.
gonna bully me around. You're not gonna tell me what to do. That's not gonna happen. Sergeant.
Okay, you can stand there.
Like that.
Cop car number 5 just showed up.
Just because of this life. Because again, like I've never had a problem until this guy started talking. It was personal. It was personal. He even said it. You people. You people. What does you people mean? Connotative, denotative. Then you tell me you need to go to school. This one over here is about you need to go to. Did you go to Harvard? Did you go to this? Did you go to that? Like okay. In what world is that okay language to address someone who's actually? And I wasn't being belligerent. I wasn't being disrespectful. I granted the ID. I let him know. Listen, this is what I have, and he got it. I'll take your fucking car, sir. Excuse me, whoa. But again, y'all about to come. Well, that's all going to be. Trust me. The city of Philadelphia is being charged right now. And they're going to flip the bill.
Dun, da, 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 super stable.
I was pulled over because of a...
How you doing? No, you can't shake my hand.
Okay, so Taj Tariq Bey has just entered the scene, and he is here to save the day. I'm sure he's about to spew a bunch of mumbo jumbo that probably won't work.
Yeah. Now, what's the problem?
Well, what happened is this cop saw that the light was out right here. He literally flashed his lights, pulled me over, told me
What was the emergency?
I have no idea. I asked him what was the emergency. I asked him what was the crime. He couldn't tell me the crime. He said, "Sir, turn off the car."
Wait, slow down.
Okay.
Got paper and pen?
Yes.
Who accused you of crime?
Apparently,
He won't give his name.
Who? All right, stop. Call the sheriff.
Okay.
You see that? Taj Tariq Bey has entered the scene, and now he's giving orders. He just told this lady to call the sheriff, as if the sheriff is going to come on the scene and clear things up. This is exactly where they get this nonsense from. Taj Tariq Bey, man, you're sending your people down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Y'all aware?
Yeah.
We just came home last night. So.
All right.
What's up with frequency? You ain't on no more?
No, because I don't have time. Because I got too many other things.
So,
Matter of fact, you was asking about it last night. But I'll be back on.
take care, man. All right. Question.
Please. Now, what I want you to lock on your phone, I'll give it to you later, but it's better that you do the legwork. Provost Marshal, all right, because all of the areas are broken into districts. The Archbishop of this particular area, all right, because their corporation comes under him.
Okay.
The Pope's letter to Obama of July the 4th, 2014. You have that?
The Pope?
Yes.
Civil order?
Pope.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you're going to make a complaint to the Archbishop in the area. Make sure you get their names. Make sure you state for the record with witnesses that they have no bond. They have no business even being on the street.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Absolutely.
They have the bond is their insurance to do business on our land. And now keep in mind when he says that he don't like it, he's admitting he's a planner.
Okay.
So he's admitting with this weapon they got weapons. They threatened you, all right? So now they're in violation of international law. You're going after their bonds. You're going after the captain, whoever sent them out here. All right? They're in violation of the Constitution. They're in violation of the treaty. All right? They're doing it because they know most people don't know their rights. They're operating under the coup d'etat of 1871. It's called the Act of 1871. Write that down so remind you something.
I was about to say, I'm recording.
When the de facto sheriff comes in, his job is to carry out the law. Their job is to violate the law. They're on different sides. Now we know that that the sheriff is compromised. However, he's obligated to that Constitution and treaty. They're not. They're obligated to corporations, and their business. This is why they carry out Christian black codes. Number one, this is where he's coming from. Why he made that statement. All right.
This dude, Taj Tariq Bey, has an audience, and he knows that his reputation is on the line. He is literally just making things up as he goes along. He is talking a whole bunch of rubbish that has absolutely nothing to do with this situation. This Moorish sovereign was pulled over because his tail light was out. All that other crap that he's talking about has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. But because he makes a living off of this, he has to show these people and put on a performance to make it seem as if he knows what's going on and that he's going to help them get out of this stuff. Taj, you're not helping the situation. Just be quiet and go back wherever you came from, because what you're saying right now is a bunch of nonsense.
Now the Attorney General is the comptroller of alien properties, all alien properties. And so they're not assuming, under the hypothecation, they're trying to claim that your property is their property. And this is the basis upon which they're making their claim, where they're stopped. All right? Because the tag is registered.
Yeah, it's registered.
Yeah, to their trust.
Okay.
And this is why you deal with the Archbishop. Now, so the problem that you have that's going on right now, and this is why Pope Francis came here, is because they have like sort of like a lightweight civil war going on with themselves.
All right, sir. Receiving three citations. Here's your deck. Nice stuff.
I'm not in the contract.
Okay, you
Take them. We'll deal with them.
Thank you.
We'll deal with them. Don't argue that. You don't argue with him. You talk to the magistrate. Just take the magistrate. Take them. That's all right. Now, keep these. You want to make 3 copies. You still want the sheriff. You still want the sheriff because we want to report this.
Okay.
We want to report this, and we're going to make him do his job. Understand. The only reason why they do this is because the transition is being made. They got like this lightweight civil war going on with them, and it's going to come out in the open before this year out. But China and Russia's going to help us eventually. That's why they're killing all of their bonds. Because the only reason they're getting away with this crap is because of them bonds that they have against our birth certificates and marriage certificates and all this stuff.
Okay, so let me get this straight. This Moorish sovereign citizen was pulled over for traffic infraction. And Russia and China is going to help this man get out of the situation? Taj, what in the doohickey are you talking about? Please close your mouth.
And you kind of understand it. It's sort of like their position is that they have a right under sanctum operations to steal everybody's sovereignty. This is what they're calling racism. Racism for short. It's sanctum policy. And this is where and why they're arrogant and why they're doing what they're doing. But it's also important, and this is back to where it's important for everybody who understands these things to recognize, like Raleigh said, help me in my mission to enforce the Constitution, because that's our covenant with the Europeans operating on our land. So you see, the Europeans are claiming to be Americans. They're not Americans, they're Europeans. Because they're still in the birthright, but they're obligated by treaty. Now this is why when Obama went to Egypt, he exposed that the American Constitution comes from Muslim law. Michelle went to the Alhambra stronghold, and then Rahm Emanuel did the proclamation. So what's happening by probably in a month or two now, what has occurred recently? Now Obama had a secret meeting with some of the Manchurian family under the White Dragon Society. These are P2 Masons.
Okay, Taj. So Obama had a secret meeting, right? How is said meeting secret if you know about it? Taj, you ain't nothing but a charlatan. You're talking a whole bunch of sovereign citizen nonsense that is not going to help this brother get out of these tickets that these officers just gave him. Take your behind home.
No, P2 Masons under the Pope, and Obama, Francis, and what he's asking for, they're asking for a little bit more finance, a little bit more time, and to devalue the Federal Reserve. They won't let them do it. Now, so within the next few months, you're going to have a collapse. And so it has to come to a head. But what's happening with them and amongst them is a lightweight civil war. So when I heard on the phone, you all say something about sovereign citizen.
That's what he kept. They did.
Who said that? He said that you were
sovereign citizens. He said, I'm tired of dealing.
Oh, so he slandered you too. Well, when they talk about sovereign citizens, they're talking about Europeans. We're people of the land. Our sovereignty is our birthright. Their sovereignty is juristic. They broke the treaty and they broke the Constitution. They have no sovereign right to claim. So and it continues. It continues like that. Now, so when you see them doing certain things, remember they're instructed to pretend not to know the Constitution because they're anti-Constitution. So what they tried to do, and remember this also, because when I heard that, I wanted to remind you, sovereign and citizen don't go together. It's an oxymoron. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's an oxymoron. You're the nationals of the land. And whenever they do that, this is what they do. It's sort of like if you see somebody here and you call them a roach, that implies that you're justified to kill that roach. So they say sovereign citizen because U.S. citizens cannot protest or reject the operations of their U.S. corporate entity. They're juristic. Whenever they're saying sovereign citizen, you're the national of the land. That's a distinction. And what they're doing and what they're trying to do is associate any active or conscious Moors with the Europeans who are rebelling. All right, and because they're dissolving their middle class. And so what they're trying to do is merge us together as if we are associated with them to try to justify, so they can try to justify doing their Klan activity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So remember that. So when they call you sovereign citizen, that's a misrepresentation. totally. All right? So you always correct them and say, don't misrepresent me. See, because what they do, they misclassify you and then try to do a color of law action for injury. You know, like you're standing, like say for instance, you're standing there, right? They'll say things like that. Oh, he's a threat in order to justify hurting you, in order to carry out Article 1 of their Klan activities. You know, so keep that in mind. And now, when you're dealing with them, and like I said to you earlier, stay straight to the point, stay on law, don't have any other conversation with them. Whenever you're encountering them, remember they are known criminals.
Okay.
This is why the world court, this is why they're avoiding world court. And so your claims also will be made in world court. So I want you to get their names, I want you to get the reason why you're going after the sheriff, well, you're gonna make him expose this stuff.
Okay.
And what I want is a full report, a full written report, everything that was said, everything was not said. Okay. Are we clear?
Yes.
We're going to make a report to the Attorney General, Comptroller of Alien Properties, the Archbishop of this area. He's responsible for them. And you're going to make a claim in The Hague in the High Court against that person who's been operating on our land without a bond. That's a criminal act. It's a federal offense. The only reason they're getting away with it is because the Congress is corrupt. And so that's why they killed Scalia recently. You know, put a pillow over his head, that was a signal, a Masonic signal. Wow. Because he was against a lot of bullshit and he's trying to go back to the Republic. These guys are for the democracy system. He's cool?
He's been cool.
Yeah.
Still got my keys.
Now, Scalia, who they murdered the other day, you know, they say he died of heart attack. They killed him. Now, this is where the Civil War is going on. Some of them are trying to restore the Republic. This is who they're calling sovereign citizens. That's the Europeans here. We're the nationals, all right? So there's an association because both of us our mission is to restore the Republic, all right? The sovereign citizens' mission is to do the same. But the difference is that they're alien. They come under the Naturalization Act of 1870 that was adjusted by Ulysses Grant, whereas you are a treaty and constitution, all right? And so what they're trying to do is flip the script and put you in their position, which is birthright, in order to enforce the color of operations. Because remember, when Wilson sold the government to the Jesuits in 1913, one of the agreements is that all U.S. citizens, no U.S. citizen can contest anything done under the de facto operations of 1871.
I can't believe that we are getting this history lesson taught by Taj Tariq Bey all because a Moorish sovereign citizen was pulled over by a police officer. This is absolutely ridiculous. He is just running his mouth. He is just rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling.
And so this is where and why that part was saying sovereign citizen. That was a signal. That's a signal they use amongst themselves.
Okay.
All right. Sort of like any gang member, because remember they are branches of the gangs of New York, and their agreement was to help murder off the indigenous people so that the Europeans could steal our land. And this has much to do with the Reconstruction, period of Reconstruction. So when they start making those misstatements like that, know that they're trying to incite. Knowing that that's what they do, don't play them. Your immediate obligation is called the supervisor and the sheriff. The supervisor, actually, they're not even supposed to be on the scene together, because these are the criminals for the corporations, and the sheriff is supposed to enforce the treaty and constitution. So they're two different venues. These are not really officers; they're private soldiers for the Jesuits. The sheriff is the only lawful officer, and when they stopped you unlawfully for revenue purposes, because they're highwaymen, they're robbers. I want you to look that up in Black's Law Dictionary. And then look at the Supreme Court cases in relationship to them. Do you have the a copy of the 13 points of stare decisis
I could probably get it.
that we always give rights of travel?
I need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have that. Study that. Now what you want to do, you're gonna copy these. You're gonna copy these, take the originals, and you're gonna write on a 45-degree angle.
This dude, Taj Tariq Bey, just told this Moorish sovereign citizen to take his tickets and make copies of them and to write on them at a 45-degree angle. Taj, what in the doohickey are you talking about? This dude, Taj, is a straight up charlatan, and he is the one that is sending people down this Moorish rabbit hole of no return. These people look up to him and listen to the nonsense that he's saying all over a ticket rather than just telling the guy, just pay the ticket and be done with it. He's telling him to make copies and write on a 45-degree angle. This is absolutely ridiculous. Taj, somebody needs to put a muzzle over your mouth.
Now what you want to do, you're going to copy these. You're going to copy these, take the originals, and you're going to write on a 45-degree angle. Refuse for fraud. House Joint Resolution 192, 73rd Congress. Pope Francis. All right, then you're going to do the civil orders. Then you do coup d'etat act of 1871, and you're going to have a talk to that magistrate in his chambers because he's a Mason anyway. You know, he's a knight, probably a knight of Malta or a knight of Columbus. He's one or the other. And this guy here is a planner. They do the dirty work. Okay. Which is why he said what he said. That was a signal. All right, so that's what you're going to do.
Well, that explains why so many cars showed up.
Now you do that before 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, because they're going on the stock market. You know.
Wow. Taj Tariq Bey has just advised this brother to write on that ticket in a 45-degree angle and do it within 72 hours because the ticket is going onto the stock market. Where in the doohickey does Taj Tariq Bey get this information from? He is literally just making this up on the scene, and these Moorish sovereigns that are gathered around him are eating it up. Taj, you are doing a serious disservice to your people.
Now you do that before 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, because they're going on the stock market. You know, and you put a threat, duress, and coercion on it, etc. But you also want to send a copy of them to the Archbishop too. All right, and to the Attorney General. All right, with a complaint, and I'll help you draft a complaint if you don't know. All right, or you can see the sheriff. You know, but make a full report. All right, now are they under arrest?
No, we're all here voluntarily.
Oh, yeah, all right. All right, how about anybody else? Anybody giving up anything?
You can ask if they have it.
All right.
Get that card number?
Were
Yes.
you on your way to class?
We were leaving out to
Did you
yeah.
get any tags? Any tag numbers?
No, all I got was the card number and the names and badge numbers.
Sheriff.
They said he's able on Saturdays. Able on Saturday and Sunday. You can make the report Monday and ain't no big deal.
Oh, all right. All right.
All right. All right.
No, I believe merge us together because we associate with them and try to justify it so they can try to justify when they're playing activity. You understand what I'm saying? So remember that. So when they called you sovereign citizen, That's a misrepresentation. Totally. All right? So you always correct them and say, don't misrepresent me. See, because what they do, they misclassify you and then try to do a color of law action for injury. You know, like you're saying, like say for instance, you're standing there, right? They'll say things like that. Oh, he's the threat in order to justify hurting you in order to carry out Article 1 of their Klan activities. You know, so keep that in mind. Now, when you're dealing with them,
Playing outside, right? That's Farouk, right? Yeah, he was just in class. They went to go get their paperwork so they can notarize. They can get the right paperwork and they got pulled over. Unconstitutional. They got to know the law.
These guys are now, this is where the Civil War.
Yeah, you got it. Right? Oh, you got it? No, he kept answering. They never answered.
They're not there on Saturdays.
I was trying to call Commissioner Nelson so he can call Commissioner Wong. So he's going to call him. He's calling now. So he's going to call that.
Tayoun is the other one that need to be called too.
Now, this was one of the most ridiculous traffic stops that I've seen in a long time. Taj Tariq Bey came running out as if he's going to save the day. He's out there giving pseudo history lessons, all because a Moorish sovereign citizen was pulled over for a defective taillight. This is absolutely ridiculous. He's telling them to make 3 copies and write in a 90-degree angle and do it before 72 hours because the ticket is going to go on the stock market. He's telling them to call the sheriff. He's telling them to write to the Pope, all over a traffic citation. This dude, Taj Tariq Bey, is absolutely hurting his community more than he's helping them. He is sending them down the Moorish rabbit hole of no return, and he really needs to stop it because it's not that serious. All these Moorish sovereigns has to do with that ticket is fight it out in court or just plead guilty and pay the fine. All of that writing in a 90-degree angle and writing letters to the Pope and all of that is just nonsense. Taj Tariq Bey, you need to stop it. You are not uplifting fallen humanity with the garbage that you disputed, all because some more sovereigns got pulled over. This was absolutely ridiculous.